Good morning, sixth grade. Happy Wednesday. Halfway there, second week. We're doing it. Hopefully this has been a smoother week for you in general than last week, and hopefully things are going smoother. But before we get into our day, will you pray with me? Philippians 4:8 says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." And Jesus, I do think about all the things that are vying for our attention. You know, things we see on TV and video games and chats with friends and things that, you know, maybe we, I don't know, stuff that neighbors have or friends have that makes us jealous, right? Things that always searching for more and more and more and more. But and things that also take away from our attention on you and how we can be a blessing to not only those in our family, but to those maybe our neighbors or other people that we can, from a distance, still be a blessing to. And so I pray that the students would remove those distractions, those outside distractions, and to focus on how they can be a blessing to those around them. And, you know, even if it's through writing letters to somebody, senior citizens in a elderly home or something, you know, from a distance, but that they can be a blessing, and that the way that they act and their thoughts would be honoring to you. In your name we pray. Amen. Well, today is you are going to, from the list of leaders that you gave me yesterday, we had some interesting ones, and so I made a list of them and wrote them all down. The top 3 leaders that you guys gave me, the ones that had the most that came in, or the ones that I felt like would be the best for this activity, this assignment that I'm giving you. I highlighted those 3 up at the top, and I want you to choose from those for one of your assignments. But the first assignment that you're going to do is kind of following with that same thought of unique characteristics of leaders, right? And I want you to, there's 2 different kind of journal questions that you're going to answer. The first one is, what are the unique characteristics of a leader, right? In what ways, what are those characteristics? And then with the class, when you look at who those leaders are, right, in what ways are they all similar, and in what ways are they different? So looking at them as a whole group, right? What's similar, what's different, and then what are the characteristics of a leader specifically, unique characteristics, right? And then the second part is, I want you to look up that one of those 3 leaders, right? Look them up, do a little bit of research on them, and figure out, learn what is it about them that made them unique, right? What is it, is there some rare thing about them, right? That God had used to bring about whatever they brought about, right? Was it the way that they were raised? Was it their education, right? Was it their background, their looks, right? The vision that they had that nobody else at the time had, right? Like, so Martin Luther King, going back to his example, right? He experienced the same prejudice that everybody else did, right? The same segregation that everybody else did. But what was it about him that made him different, right? He saw the vision, he saw that it could be different, and he actually did something about it, right? He was able to preach that vision, to show that vision, to help other people see that, no, things could be different. This doesn't have to just be how we accept it, right? So what is it about that particular person that made them unique, and that God used them in that way? So each of your questions there, not each little part, but there will be several questions to, like, chunk number 1, right? And chunk number 2. So I want you to make sure that all of those are addressed, but at least a paragraph for each one. Do not give me like 1 or 2 sentences, right? You need to kind of expand a little bit more as to what makes this person unique. So there's your assignment for today. I hope that you guys have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you back here for Thursday.